Well, good afternoon, everybody. As was mentioned, my name is Jeremiah Logan. I'm with Accident Fund Holdings. We're based out of Lansing, Michigan. And this is kind of a case study on what we've been using the NexGen storage for. So I am the VDI administrator for our environment. We currently have about somewhere in the neighborhood of 300, 350 users on VDI. We're expanding to somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 in the next 2 years. So, better? All right. So we've just finished a migration over to the NexGen storage. So I'll give you kind of some of the pain points we were seeing and some of the benefits we're seeing now. So this is real quickly an overview of our environment. So we're running on 4 hosts right now. We have our internal and external network. We have users coming in, being an insurance company. We have users in multiple states that work out of their home offices, your road warriors that are in the field all the time. So they're coming in through either the HTML access for view, or they're coming in through our VPN to get into their VDI sessions. About 80% of our machines right now are non-persistent. So the user logs in, they get that golden template, they log out, that machine gets destroyed and recreated. So that's really where we were feeling the pain point, is spinning up those machines. You know, when I have a pool of 50 machines, 60 machines that I need to spin up, let's say I've done updates to that golden image and I want to refresh all those machines, how quickly can I get those spun back up? And so that's where we've seen the benefit with the NexGen storage. We're seeing a lot of performance improvements. The ability to use the QoS and have the different policy levels. So right now for our VDI, everything VDI lives in policy 1, which means that we have, correct me if I'm wrong, this is my storage administrator, we have 10 terabytes of flash storage. So VDI lives in flash the entire time. So the ability for me to really dole out the policies as to where different things live in the storage and give priority as it needs to be on a policy basis can keep those VDIs where they need to be. And then our applications that maybe don't require the intense processing, such as our file document management system, where things may be scanned in but then not touched again for months, that can drop via policy to a lower level because it's not quite as critical. But it allows us through the QoS and the policy-based system to keep those VDIs getting the peak performance that they need. And we've seen some great, performance increases with that. Hope to see that more as we build that out over the next 2 years. So again, this is kind of our structure. Pretty standards-based, set up as far as view, best practices. But I'm more, rather than talking about this for 20 minutes, I'll open it up if you have any questions or anything that you are encountering in your environments. Are you thinking about VDI and storage? Are there any pain points? We all feel them, right? So what is on your mind as far as storage when you think of your environments?
So we're just looking at VDI now.
Okay.
So we're running Ecologic Muscusy sands. So speed for those spinning machines up is going to be a key thing for us that we're aware of. Because that infrastructure is also shared with terminal service, so that sort of environment for us. So it's principally works. So whether we're going to have to segregate some storage specifically for VDI or not, all those things are really in the early stages.
Right. Okay. And so, I think that's pretty common, that as you're just starting to explore VDI, you say you're just starting, how many do you have right now?
VDI, nothing.
Oh, you're just starting. Okay.
We're just getting started. We're just dipping our toe in the water as to how that's going to look.
Okay.
But as the infrastructure admin, I've got to work out where are we going to put this? How are we going to? Should we segregate? Should we not? Should we keep everything separate for VDI? Plug down for storage? What does it look like? Kind of some assuming you've been through that exercise.
We have, and I will tell you that our experience now on the NexGen is a whole lot better than what it had been. My storage administrator usually will send me the reports on a regular basis to show me that the system is yawning at whatever I try and put at it. I will tell you, we started off again with the non-persistent folks, those folks that were sitting in our call center on the phone all day. They get in 3-4 applications, that's it. Then you can refresh that machine when they log out. What we're now starting to hit are our actuaries, our data scientists, our developers that need that persistent disk, and they have a lot more read writes, they have a lot more requirements for performance. And I'm still not, he still laughs at me when I say, how am I doing? Because the system is just yawning at it. So we have really benefited, I think, from the advantages and the speed aspect, also the cost aspects, with which any of the NexGen guys can obviously talk to you about. But from our point of view, my point of view as the VDI administrator, it's just that ease of access, knowing that I can spin up a pool. We get requests, all the time is, hey, can we spin up for our testing automation, can we spin up a pool of Windows 10 machines so we can start testing this? 20, 30 machines. We'd like to do that in the next hour or so that we can, test this out and then blow it away. And we can throw those jobs at it and not have to worry about it. So it's been really beneficial for us in that aspect.
We're finding at the moment we've got some clients with some fairly hefty apps in the internal server environment, and that's where we've got our pain point, just the amount of resource required for each individual user. And then Windows 12 we're seeing scale downs from 2003, 2008, where we get maybe 20, 25 users term serve down to 12.
Right.
On some of those apps, and we're like, this isn't working, and they want the performance, it's got to be now.
Right. Well, yeah, your customers are going to demand it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
They want it right now.
This is why we're looking at the VDI to try and move to that. How does that work? Is that going to be our...
Yep. And I'll tell you, especially with our heavy users right now, like one of our data scientists is using RStudio, which is really a heavy intensive development studio, and I don't want to wait, and I don't want to see that I'm pegging my resources and I have to go back to you, because you can dynamically add resources, but they don't want to have to go through that. They want to be able to do that, and especially on the storage side, if I'm copying over, large files, I'm doing these large queries, I don't want to have to wait for that. So yeah, you're going to run into that, but we have not had a problem since the move. So we've been really happy with it.
Did you have this on a different storage platform previously?
We did. It was the EMC and NS120 EMC array. Yeah, it has really been a big difference. I mean, Jim can speak more to the numbers, but it's something that's definitely been noticeable, moving away from it.
Relate to what you're doing, because we use Zen desktop environment.
Okay.
And I don't do anything with it. That's the other geeks.
Ah, okay.
But we are looking at potentially going to Flash for storage for our databases, because we have a dynamic CRM database that's 1.5 terabytes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're at the top performance that we're going to get out of our storage. So we're going to have to go to Flash in order to keep up with the growth.
Yeah, and we're using the NexGen for our database, the file storage, the Hadoop, Exchange. Yeah. So yeah, we're throwing everything we can at it. This has been a wholesale migration away from the EMC. It's not just been VDI, so it's been really for everything. And I don't think that we've run into any workload that's been a problem yet, right? Now, definitely, Jim yells at me because I'm worse than the database administrators, always coming for more space, but that's not, that's his problem, not mine, right? But whatever workload we throw at it, it continues, just eats it up.
How's it connected? What's the connectivity to it?
I study now, and then you can dock to any of the techs here. They're going to Cat 5 or Cat 6.
See, that's because it works for us. That's what we're using now. So,
we are a fiber channel only shop previous, and we were able to implement the iSCSI for this. The cost savings is one of those things that you weigh in that discussion. So it was definitely a factor in us thinking. And is it good enough of a cost savings? You're still getting, what they do is, it's in the technology, right? They use, the hardware itself is generic, if you will, but they use, the PCI Flash is the best in the industry.
Right.
They can talk to you about that.
Yeah. So yeah, it is definitely, even on the iSCSI, it's done the job for us. And then whether we go, I forgot, like Jim said, they can always talk to you about what their roadmap is. I know that the fiber's there, but it's worked for us thus far.
10 gig iSCSI at the moment, so
Yep.
that's fine. We're not hitting the IOPS on our sands, but we're still not seeing enough performance for the actual EMs in some cases, and what we're getting. So
Right.
Well, we can honestly say we're fiber channel experts. We have a lot of expertise in it. We have 2 people that are certified in the brocades that we have, and we run iSCSI. So
Yeah.
it's just the cost savings.
I'm primarily we're like 95%, 95% iSCSI. The other 5% is only fiber, only for our tier 1.
Okay. Yep. So, well, anybody have any other questions? Or I appreciate your time, you guys stopping by and listening to us. Like I said, any of the gentlemen and the ladies from NexGen can answer any of your questions. But really, from our aspect, it has been a great migration thus far. We will, as I mentioned, we're planning to build that out over the next couple of years. So we expect to, be able to provide a better case study even next year and the year after to show how successful we've been with it. So thank you, everybody, for your time.